Actively engaging with class content is possibly one of the best skills to ensure university students' success. Active class engagement is empirically proven to boost motivation, interest, and perceived value of the learning experience. Active participation not only benefits the student, but enriches the learning experiences of the entire class, including the teacher. Yet many students hesitate to state their opinions or to actively participate in classroom discussion to the detriment of the learning experience. We can address this problem through technology. Audible Answers proposes an online learning system which seeks to promote student participation and to develop the skills and behaviors that empower a student to engage in class by removing barriers to classroom participation actively. Through gamification techniques, teachers encourage students to participate and develop the skills required to engage in discussions actively.
We'll break down the problem space based on desk research and user surveys to better understand a potential solution. Students were asked what was holding them back from speaking up in class. A few of them said that they were shy. Most students hesitate to state their opinions or ask questions in front of other students during classroom lectures, since they do not want to feel embarrassed or humiliated by saying the wrong things. It can be also due to cultural differences between students who are less confident in speaking English as compared to their peers. By approaching someone they feel comfortable with would help.
Another barrier is lack of motivation to engage. Research shows that apathy towards certain causes prevents students from engaging. There are several causes. One is teachers' uninspiring, ill-informed teaching methods that ignore students' learning pattern or progress. The other is that teaching content is not interesting or challenging enough. Bystander effects also plays a role here. If students find their peers not engaging, they are less likely to engage.
The third barrier is lack of preparation, and there are many reasons why students don't prepare for class. Not all students are active independent learners, and passive learners tend to devalue the importance of class preparation, such as readings or activities. Students have different backgrounds with experience and cognitive skills affecting their motive in preparing for class. Examples of time constraints can be family, work, studies, or other commitments, as well as the student's motivation to focus and therefore affecting classroom participation and preparation.
From the background research we have done, Team Hotshot is proposing the current conceptual model. This model targets the barriers above mentioned through the incorporation of empirical tools that's been proven effective in this context. Let's break down these elements one by one to see how they target each barrier. We propose that our system uses anonymity to target shyness. Some typical examples of gamified anonymity elements are avatars, which is a visual representation of the user. The level of fidelity depends on the context of application. It can be caricaturized or with a high level of anthropomorphism. Pseudonymity, where users chooses a nickname that represents them and they are identified by their name within the system and not their real names. Or roles and ranks, where users are assigned a rank within a specific context, that it could be a military rank, nobility rank, or sci-fi rank, and other users can see only each other ranks. These ranks also could be a reflection of the level of skill. Each of these examples can interact with each other to ensure that the system is cohesive and enhances the student engagement process.
To overcome the barrier of lack of motivation, the solution should have gamified elements pertaining to a rewards and ranking system. This system will give users the motivation to continue interacting with the solution. It will use elements such as leaderboards aimed at people who are motivated by competition, badges for people motivated by the collection of items, and a way to showcase achievements for people motivated by social status. Having a rewards and ranking system will generate competition as well, enabling users to not only interact with the system, but with each other. It will also enable the students to have a sense of progress in the achievement of these rewards, which is fundamental in encouraging them to participate and remain engaged in the class.
And in order to target the third most frequently reported barrier to engagement, we have drawn from work done by other researchers who have investigated the effects of pre-class activities. These are effective at prompting students to work in their own time beyond class. Teachers in one of our stakeholder surveys also expressed a preference for having this feature available, but with flexible delivery options to communicate with their learners, such as short response and multiple choice question pre-activities. That's all from us. Thanks for listening. Any questions?